Welcome. This is your screen shared tutorial on how to use Zapier. Now, Zapier is an awesome tool to connect two of your online applications or software to work together. Two applications that are normally not able to integrate by themselves. So, for example, recently I created Zap, because whenever you join two applications together, they called zaps. And recently I created a zap where I add the post that goes out from my SocialBee account into my content library in Trello board. So this is a good tool to use in your business. For example, if you don't want to use application like SocialBee, you can use Zapier to automate your posts by using Trello and Buffer. So basically you type your content into Trello, and once you tick the box that is ready, it will Zapier will push that content through Buffer, and Buffer actually is application that will post your content into your social media. So when you log into Zapier, this is the screen that you're going to see, and it's really easy to create a new zap by pressing this button. Now here you're going to see all your zaps what you have, and this is the zap that I set up for this automation. So first let me show you around on how this zap look like, especially because I have not named this zap, so I need to name it though. So first of all, you can add a name for your zap in here, and I do recommend you to add the name that tells you what does that zap do for you. So I'm going to say SocialBee post to content library, to Trello content library. So this way I know straight away from the name of the zap what does this zap do. So I will show you in a minute how to create your new zaps, but I wanted you to see how will this one work. So first I chose a trigger, which is the application you want to link with the second application. And my trigger is in SocialBee. And there you have other things. Basically everywhere, everything you set up, you will have a continue button, and it will ask you next questions. So what I set up is asking me my SocialBee account, then the triggering event. What's going to be the event that triggers this automation? And normally lots of options here, but for example in here it's only one option in SocialBee, which is the post. Triggers when a post is scheduled. Then you choose an account, which account you want to create it to or create it from. Then the trigger. So the workspace you need to link here and the profile that you checking, and I'm checking my personal profile. and then you will be prompted to test a trigger. Okay, then the next step is to add the um, second application that you want to link with, and I wanted to link it with Trello. And then you need to choose what will happen in Trello. So I told Zapier that I want to create a new card. Then it's asking me to tell which account do I'm using, and then I can choose which board I want this card to go to, and then which list I want this card to go to, and then I can choose or match the fields from SocialBee into the fields I want in my card. So for example, here I added the name of the card will be the type of the post in SocialBee, so I know straight away what kind of content is that. The description will be the text of the post, so I will have all the description in there, and you can add label, you can add choose the card position, if it's gonna go to the bottom or on the top of the list. You can add members if you have more than one member in your Trello workplace. You can add the due date. You can add attachment or match attachment. And you can add the URL. And you can add the checklist as well. And then again, you will be prompted to test the automation. An important thing to keep in mind, to make sure to switch on any zap that you created, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to create a new zap, and we're going to add Facebook here. I'm creating a zap when anybody posts in my Facebook group, then it's going to create a card on my Trello board. So Facebook groups, trigger event is a new post. Continue. Choose an account. Then choose which group. So let's find my group. Look, you can only add group whichever you are an admin in, because you need to authorize Facebook to allow Zapier uh, to post or to access the data. Here's my group. Now to do that, I'll just quickly show you on Facebook. If it's giving you an error message, you just go to Facebook in the group where you want to what you want to use, and you scroll down to the settings. Once you are in the settings, you scroll down in the bottom to the bottom, and you find these manage advanced settings, and you need to click on apps. Now, as you can see, I already added my Zapier, but if I wouldn't have, then I would need to press this button, add apps, and then I can type Zapier here and just add it. That way Facebook allow you to use your Zapier. So let's press continue. You need to test the trigger. And it's working. They found a post. So it actually found a post for me, but it's actually just the fact that I connected Zapier. But anyway, press continue. And then we need to choose the second application. So I'm going to add this to Trello. And then we need to choose an event. So I want it to create a card. We need to choose our account. Then you need to choose the board, what it's going to. I'm going to add it to my content library. Then choose a list. Here it is. Okay, so I have my Zapier. Then the name will be new post. And then I add the time of posting, which is a created time. And I can also add from and then I add the name sometimes tricky because it's giving you multiple options. You need to find the one which has something in it. I'm going to add the from name. So as you can see, it added my name because I did that post. and then the description will be the message, which has no data at this moment because it's an update status. I can also add the story, so make sure, because that's have a data, and I want to add the link of the post so I can follow up with the link with the post. Okay, I can add the label if I wanted to, but I don't this time. I can change where it's going to be on the card, in the bottom or on the top. I leave it in the bottom. I can assign a member if I have multiple members in my Trello. I can add the due date. I can add a file attachment. So I'm going to choose from here. And there's a picture there which has no data at the moment, but if it's a post with a picture it will have, I think. You can add checklist if you wanted to. I don't. So then press continue. Now we can test this, test and continue. Okay, and it say you need to scroll up to see whether it's working or no. So a card was sent to Trello about 11 seconds ago, so that means it's working. So don't forget to name your zap, and I'm going to name it Facebook group post to Trello. So that way I know exactly what does this automation do. And then I can turn on the zap. Now if I go back to my Trello, where is my Trello? Trello. And I go to my boards and content library. Now I have my Zapier list here, and I have the post in here. So it's a new post at 2021, 28th of July. From Timea Ashraf, and then the description say Timea Ashraf added the third party apps Zapier to the group, and then we can check that post in here, and it's done. So I hope this tutorial was useful for you, and I can't wait to see how many zaps you're going to create for yourself. Do let me know in the comments below, what do you use Zapier for, and if you'd like to see any other training materials, let me know which tool you'd like to learn about, and I can create it for you if I know how to use that specific tool. And if you want to see more trainings like this, then make sure to subscribe and press the bell button so you're not missing anything. Thanks for watching for today, and I'm going to see you in another training.